All right, everybody, welcome in to Home by 3. We got a new sponsor to announce because yesterday's price is not the same as today's price. This episode is brought to you by Lucy nicotine pouches. We have switched over. We're not going to talk about it. 100% pure nicotine, always tobacco-free. Lucy Breakers are nicotine pouches with an extra surprise. Everybody likes a little bit of an extra surprise. Each pouch holds a capsule that can be broken down to open, to release extra flavor and hydration. Lucy has pouches, they have gum, they have breakers, and they even have merch. If you want to rep the nicotine pouch that you like. Lucy's the only pouch that gives you long-lasting flavor whenever you need it. Get 20% off your first order when you buy online with code CHIN. That's caps lock CHIN. And if you don't want to wait, just head to lucy.com/stores to find a Lucy near you and grab it today. And here comes the fine print, ladies and gentlemen. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified, unlike what our politicians are doing on various islands, but we're not going to talk about that. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical, but what isn't addictive anymore? Welcome into the show, everybody. Jay Swish, Bob Gucci. How the hell are we doing on this Tuesday morning?
You can hydrate off of Lucy pouches?
I guess you could do anything now.
Damn, I didn't know they had electrolytes in them. So shout out to Lucy, our newest sponsor of a show about a show. Folks, welcome in to the largest show in America. Bob Gucci, Jay Swish, 93, 93, 93.1. Yeah, man. We're going to Shy tomorrow. Back on the road, fella.
Yeah, I've been funneling water, actually, trying not to swallow. Just open up my clavicles or whatever you call it. But I've been actually training a little bit because we're not losing this shit. We're not losing.
I just want to know who is on their roster. I like, you go into a hockey game, you got to submit your lineup at a certain time before the game starts. I would like to see their roster because they've known about our roster for weeks now. So who are we getting? Are we getting a black ace? Are we getting Big Cat? Are we getting, an absolute ringer that they're just going to drop on us? Like, we're going into their barn. It's going to be hard as is. Like we've talked about, we just got to get one. We got to get one game on the road. But who are we playing?
Why are they not telling us? Are they slow playing us? What's going on here?
I don't know.
I don't like that.
Well, that's what I was saying yesterday in our group chat with Dana and Big Cat. Like, let's get a lineup here, boys.
I didn't read that because my head was still vibrating from NASCAR, but did you ask for who they're using? Because that's like, first of all, you're accusing us of stealing, which we didn't do. That's already one strike.
Yep.
Now the second strike, now you're not going to tell us who we have to go up against. First of all, who's going against Dana, me or you?
I don't know. And so the format we have agreed upon, which is each guy will chug versus the other willing competitor. And then it'll go to the next two guys one-on-one. And if it's a tie after 2 games or 2 chugs, then it goes to game 3, and you can elect who you want to use on your roster. Now, the home team does have a taxi squad or a black ace, meaning they have one extra body that they can put into any of those 3 games. So when it comes back on our soil, we have the ability and the right to do that, or the luxury. I just don't know who their roster is. That's why I was trying to push them. Like, let's get a graphic. Let's get your team. Like, are you fucking sandbagging us right now? I like these guys, but I think I kind of hate them right now.
I actually think they're scared is what I think. They're not allowed to use that Deutsch guy. I know that. I guess I don't know if he's a full-blown alcoholic or he's 400 pounds. I'm not.
Somewhere in between, I think.
Like, he's a big boy?
I think he's a professional chugger, and he literally was hired to Barstool. My understanding is to simply just gas beers.
So he's just funneling in. So they can't use him though.
No, I don't think so.
I would like to use, like, is it Nicky Smokes? Like, who's it going to be? Like, why don't we have this information yet? And you know what? If they want to play dirty like that, when they come here, we're not going to tell them shit. We're going to throw some curveballs. We're gonna put Molly in the beer.
Yeah,
we're gonna get you a little high.
We're gonna find some guy that's probably fresh out of prison, just in case we do lose. He's just gonna kill him,
beat the shit out of him,
beat the piss out of him with a crowbar.
We're gonna wherever they're staying, we're gonna find out, and we're gonna pull the fire alarm.
Oh yeah, I'll be calling in the bomb threat to that hotel. No problem.
There's nothing like calling in a bomb threat.
Yeah, it's a great play, especially playoff chugging's different, man. It's anything goes.
Yeah, so it's one beer. I still want to know the type of cup too. Is it glass? Is it plastic? I would prefer plastic. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing in their home soil, but
sounds like we're going off the tip Thursday at noon, and then there's about an hour ceremony before the game. It's like the Super Bowl, and then Janet Jackson will come on and deliver a speech, and then bless us both and
show her titties.
Yeah, and I think someone from the military will stop by and just and then I think Colin Kaepernick's coming too because we need at least one person there kneeling for the anthem.
There's one huge liberal there.
Yes, yeah, because you got to even out the playing field, man.
Yeah, I mean, I would prefer everyone stands for the anthem, especially after my weekend and just revitalizing my patriotism.
Yeah, how was that?
It was unbelievable experience. It's like it's one of those things where you don't know how cool it is until you go.
Yeah,
that's why you always got to try new things.
It's like porn.
It's try porn, try skateboarding, try LSD, try new things.
Try drugs, man.
We got there and it's just everybody's camped out and campers, tailgating, drinking beer. And then shout out to Noah Gregson. Shout out to the number 4 team. His team managers are great. We got to walk the red carpet with him on the way to the pre-driver ceremony thing.
4 assholes walking the red carpet.
Yep. I was wearing a Morehead State cutoff.
Yep, that's classic.
We got to stand on the track for the national anthem, the flyover, right by his car. I didn't know what I was getting into. It was just unbelievable. Like we're in the pit, and I was in the pit when they're changing the tires and all that shit, and everybody's just so dialed in, and like you don't have an appreciation for it until you go. So I'm a fan for life. I would argue that NASCAR is America's sport and not baseball.
Really?
I know it's going to upset people, but first of all, you don't really see any Dominican drivers or Puerto Rican drivers. It's just America. And the whole process of like the whole team being on board and like old tires are getting thrown out, new tires are in. We're on the headsets in the bird nest and you hear the team talking. All right, we got to do this. We got to do that. They got the spotters going. So shout out to Noah for letting us do that. And his manager was just the best and everybody. It was so sick, dude.
Did they the Brad Pitt, yeah, that's sweet. Is it loud though?
Loud as fuck. But
yeah,
I was trying to be a nail gun and go no earpieces.
That's smart.
Just because I wanted to go full American and like,
especially if you have good hearing too.
I already have bad hearing, so that's why I thought I was gonna be able to do it. But my entire body was shaking all day yesterday. But worth it.
Yeah.
Worth it. I just. You know what? It was nice to see some patriotism. It really was. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in Subaru Twitter and, Trump called the hockey team and, the libs are going to get mad, but everybody was on the same page. Everybody was drinking Jack Daniels and, you
get to bring your own, not only Percocets in there, but your beers too, right? Did you guys bring your own beer or no?
We had the craziest connection. I could have walked in there with an AR-15 and they would have let me in there.
Well, that's encouraged.
Yeah, they didn't give a shit. I mean, like when we were at his hauler, I'm such an idiot. I didn't even know what a hauler was. It's like basically his locker room.
Yeah.
The thing they take his car in.
On.
His boy. We were in the hauler, not in the hauler, but outside the hauler. We had too much access.
Yeah.
It was like
the Brett Hauler.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be like that, but he's such a beauty. So shout out to him. Tough bounce for him at the end there. Something happened with the rotor. But they race again in Las Vegas next week. So yeah, it was cool, man. It was a great experience.
You ever ask him how many times he's had to piss himself in the car?
No, but right before the national anthem, I looked to my left, Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Just standing there. And I'm like, that's goddamn Michael Jordan over there. And Noah saw him. He goes, oh shit. He goes, I gotta go take a piss and then I'm gonna go dap him up. So he went over, dapped up MJ. I heard the dap from 50 yards away. It was the loudest dap. Unreal dap, and then he was shooting the shit with MJ. I was gonna go up to Michael Jordan, but I got a little bit scared.
Jesus.
I didn't want to bother him,
yeah. Well, especially who was he there for? Bubba Wallace?
I don't know who was hit.
Bubba Wallace.
I don't know.
Did he bring the noose or no? I think he doesn't bring the noose to Phoenix.
I'm gonna pretend like we didn't. Like, what do you mean by noose?
You never heard that with Bubba Wallace?
No.
Bubba Wallace in his like hangar or his garage, like probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years ago, said there was like a noose that someone put in his garage, but it was it wasn't a noose.
You can't hang a noose from a hanger. That's just not a good look.
But like it wasn't a noose. It was just like a coincidence.
So
nobody was implementing that they want to hang Bubba Wallace is what I'm trying to say.
So what was it staged like the JJ?
I don't know if it was staged, but he definitely got some, I mean, all press is good press. So I was just curious if he brought it again.
Who was that guy that ran over that guy on that track? He was like, fuck it.
Tony Stewart.
Yeah,
sponsored by Home Depot. And then Home Depot dropped him and Lowe's picked him up the next day.
Well, if you get out of the car on the track, you might get hit. Like you can't.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's
you're
like gonna finish the race. I don't give a shit if a guy's elbow is stuck in my transmission. I'm gonna finish the goddamn race.
So yeah, it's like an Alec Baldwin situation. You just happen to have a loaded gun on set. And you shoot somebody
directly in the head.
What can you do?
And get away with it.
What can you do? I brought the gun myself.
But MJ was there for, I think JJ Redick is his guy, and the Jumpman cars.
JJ Redick, like the Lakers coach?
Not JJ Redick, something Redick.
Andy Redick.
Andy Roddick. The Jumpman logo is on the front of the hood of Michael Jordan's car.
Yeah,
it was sick. But no, he didn't say anything about pissing himself. I didn't really ask him. We're just shooting the shit about other stuff. But he did have to go take a piss, if we're talking piss now, before the race, because you're in there. It's a grind.
Yeah,
I learned a lot about it. You have the spotters looking out for you and telling you what to do, and the way that everything they fuel up the car and the way they change the car, and to see everybody work together right before he pulls in. They're stretching and they're fired up. Like the boys are just like, let's go. Like they're fired up. So
yeah, a lot of dust going on in that pit for sure, especially pregame. You got to be fired up. Caffeine and dust.
Yeah, so you gain a whole new respect. I'll be a NASCAR fan for life. But in other news, we're both doing some pretty cool shit this weekend. You threw out the first pitch.
Yeah, that was cool.
We're the biggest show in the world, I think.
Yeah, that was sweet. Shout out to my boy. He's a fan of the show. Matty McLean played shortstop yesterday. He usually plays 2B for the Cincinnati Reds. Kind of came together late, got back from Telluride, and then he was like, because I had reached out maybe like a week and a half ago, just throwing the idea at him, like, hey, like if we could throw out a first pitch, that'd be pretty sweet. So he got back to me on Sunday at like 4:00. He's like, hey, what are you doing tomorrow? Either Monday or Wednesday. You're in. I'm like, okay, well, we're gone Wednesday. We're going to Barstool, sorry. And yeah, that's kind of how it came together. I was snapping it around in the pregame warm-up, like throwing it pretty good. But when you get up there, even though if it's a spring training game, you get like a little nervous. And I wanted to throw a strike so bad because I had the Fernando Rodney Selly in my head. But with just a little bit of a chin music, I didn't feel the Selly was warranted or necessarily worthy of it. So still fun though. It was sick throwing out there, getting out there. Terry Francona, the manager of the Cincinnati Reds, one of my favorite all-time. Tito used to throw a whole bag of Red Man in his cheek and just gut it. So it was cool, man.
Yeah, that Pete Rose jersey was sick too.
Yeah, actually, I bought that in Vegas a couple years ago. You never know when you're going to need a nice jersey, man. Like this one too. Cleveland Indians, Jim Tomei. You kidding me? Spray and pray Tomei. So yeah, it was sweet. That's actually my first spring training game I've ever been to. Never really mustered up enough interest, I guess, to go to one. But that park was cool.
Yeah, I mean the next time
out in Goodchin.
Hopefully, when we're throwing out a pitch for like an MLB regular season game, we'll get a strike in there. We'll throw some gas.
Yeah.
So,
and I didn't go. The guy. So I wanted to bring my metal spikes, but then they're like, no, like the pitchers get pissed. I'm like, fuck, really? Like I can't go spikes. And then I was talking to the guy pregame, like the guy that sets it up, whatever, the team service guy. And I wanted to go out to the rubber, which I should have done. But he was like pretty adamant that the pitchers would be mad if you go to the full rubber, like if you go way up the mound. So I was just kind of, as my first one, I think next time I'm going to go in with less fucks given, and also I'm going to throw absolute gas. So it was a good first one. I just kind of like a first game though. You're a little like, I wouldn't say timid, but I was by myself too. It's nice to have a partner if you were there, or if you have a buddy or something. But yeah, no excuses. Still fucking great. It was awesome.
Yeah, I obviously didn't know till last minute, and I actually told you weeks in advance that I couldn't fly today. Like I couldn't do anything today or the Monday, because I knew I was going to be NASCAR hungover.
Yeah,
and I like the track really fucked like my body. It's crazy, but. One more thing on NASCAR. I actually asked Noah if I could sit shotgun for a couple laps, and he said yes. But I felt like I didn't want to be in there just in case,
Yeah.
Just in case something happens, like Jimmy Johnson hits you and you spin out.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be anywhere near that car, to be honest.
Even the pit was intimidating. Like you see how fucking close I was?
Yeah, dude. I think so.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It wasn't weird, like weird in a good way. I just couldn't believe
they got to pull off though, right into the pit, and then the tracks like on the other side.
Yeah. There's areas where you walk around, like our access, where you can get close to the track, but I just thought it was cool being in the front row motorsports team.
Yeah.
You get the bird's nest. You can go up, put the headset on, listen to what the team's saying. And
can you leave the pit if you want to leave the pit?
Yeah, we were leaving and doing Jack Daniel shots and then coming back.
Yeah,
okay. Stumbling around the pit.
That's nice.
Yeah. So it was good shit. But yeah, hopefully you got a nice little announcement though. That's cool. They were like Jordan Schmaltz. You got a round of applause. Like
yeah, I mean, there's probably like 4,000 people there. It wasn't a crazy. It was a Monday matinee in Good Chin, right? But it was cool. I wish they would have said like former NHLer Home by 3 podcast, but
what'd they say?
They just said my name. Like, give me a little bit of a lead up. There's actually some Home by 3 fans that came to the game though to watch the first pitch, and there was this old guy from like a dairy farm in Wisconsin that lives in New York now. And he came up to the Reds dugout after I threw out the first pitch. And he's like, "Where's Jordan Schmaltz?" I'm like, how the fuck is this guy a Home by 3 fan or have any idea who I am? Then I shook his hand and we talked about Wisconsin a little bit. It was actually funny. I was like, how the hell does this guy even know who I am?
Yeah.
But he was like shouting into the dugout, like at Terry Francona, Mike Napoli was in there, some of their bigger players. And these guys are like looking around like, what the fuck? I'm like, what's up, boys? How you doing?
I felt the same way when people on Noah's team were saying that's baseball.
Yeah.
During the national anthem on the track. By the way, I did try to start a lock up Hillary Clinton chant. I almost got it, but I just think it was a little bit too loud on the track, so the crowd couldn't hear me.
Sure.
But we were talking about locking up Hillary Clinton, a bunch of other cool stuff with just everybody around. And yeah, I was surprised too. They were like, that's baseball. At one point, I had Noah's phone in my hand. I was FaceTiming a guy and he just kept saying that's baseball and dropping all the references. So it does open your eyes to that we really are the biggest hockey show in Northeast Scottsdale with all like the reach, and not to pump our own tires, even though it's our fucking show. We can sit here and brag about ourselves if we want to, but it is cool to see other kind of sports and fans giving like the biggest gay Asian black show some props.
Could you feel the racism just kind of vibrating off the track a little bit?
Oh yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, because it's, I mean, you'd have to be pretty naive not to think so.
Yeah, but I mean, there were some brothers there.
Yeah,
you know, there was a lot of guys with neck tattoos and cigarettes too. But
sure,
you do get. I had a Southern accent all day.
Yeah,
it was just when you're on that asphalt, man. It's different. And I don't use this word a lot, but like it's just like badass. Like it's just bald eagles. It's one thing I noticed after the
it's butt plugs and missionary.
Butt plugs. It's Budweiser.
Hairy butt plugs.
Hairy butt plugs, you think?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Why is that?
Because the butt plugs that come extended, they're usually like that little hair on. It's like almost like a little piece of balayage on it, so you can like pull it out. Like you get deep in there with those butt plugs.
Oh, like those ones with the leather things.
Yeah, they almost look like those Smurf toys. You know what I mean? Like people just shove it right up your butt.
Yeah,
that's NASCAR butt plugs, and they're like a, you know, like a highlighter, like a seafoam green kind of color at the, you know.
Yeah, it was cool. There was a JD Vance chant at one point, dude. After the flyover, all the drivers, some of the drivers that have wives and girlfriends and side chicks, the chicks stand next to them. So there's the flyover, there's the fireworks, the crowd's going crazy, and then they kiss their chick and then get in the car and there's like, let's go, and everyone's just fired up. I just think it's cool that they get to have their babes like right next to them for the anthem. I mean, it doesn't get any more American than that.
No, yeah, that's cool. That's like Patty Mills back in the day with the Utah Jazz. You used to walk the red carpet into games with his chick just so she could get the clout, you know. Like, shout out to the ladies, man.
Yeah,
they need their, you know, their flowers too.
You can't spell race without racism. So
no, you can't.
No, but shout out to NASCAR in all seriousness, like unbelievable. Speaking of the ladies and the titties and stuff, Magic City.
Yeah,
can we just get into that?
It's a shame, man. It's woke, the woke NBA. I actually threw out a tweet and a story last night. Magic City, shout out if you're listening. They reposted my story. But yeah, man, that's the woke NBA. That's Adam Silver, man. I mean, you can have all these certain select nights all over sport, but you can't, God forbid, you can't honor the good, hardworking cabarets that have just instilled themselves into the culture of a city and honestly the backbone, and maybe the backside of the city, if you will. It's a shame, man. That's the woke NBA, though. That's what happens.
So what's the reasoning?
Well, there was NBA
affiliating with a strip club. That's bad.
Well, there was NBA players that came out and said that, you know, it's a bad look for an NBA team to associate with an adult entertainment club like so, and basically had this push to make sure or put a stop or put a halt to this night actually happening. But Magic City is more than a strip club, and honestly, like, people don't talk about how good the wings are, just the overall vibe in there. As a guy that's been there, once in my life, and I hope to get back here in the next calendar year. It's a shame, but you can have all these different nights, man. Whether you're honoring different things, and to not, condone or a strip club. I don't know. Like, they said they basically said, like, if you brought your daughters to a game, and it's Magic City night, how is that a good look for them? And how do they, what they see and they aspire to be someday? But it's like, I don't know.
Okay, so what if I brought my son to gay pride night?
Right, exactly.
And there's
trans night.
There's huge lesbians in the crowd fondling each other, and I have to explain to my son, sometimes softball players make out with each other and then eat each other out. Like, that's also a tough conversation to have. And then in the other way too, it's like you go to gay pride night and guys are in the crowd sucking on lollipops. Like, they're caressing it with their mouth. And you have to explain to your son, it's not just about sex, but Magic City's not just about sex either. I mean, is there titties? Yes. But what about the chicken?
Yeah.
There's a lot of different parts of Magic City. Like,
what about the music?
And you know what, one thing?
What about the culture?
You know what, one thing I was seeing? People are like, yeah, well, like, strippers are in tough situations. Like, they don't want to do that. They have to do that. First of all, that's not true. Second of all, what about dudes that work at fucking Walgreens? You think they're not in a tough situation? You think they want to work at Walgreens? And let me tell you this, you can't make $1,000 a night at fucking Walgreens. So, like, I don't really want to hear that. And some ladies like stripping. It's not all just people getting trafficked. Like, they're the best strippers in the country at Magic City. I mean, put respect on women. What about International Women's Day? What about their bodies?
Yeah, I mean, your body is a wonderland. That's what John Mayer would say. But I would say that a lot of these women, especially at Magic City, it's an honor to get on that pole when you make it to an establishment like Magic City. You have to grind through the lower ranks of Atlanta strip clubs to ultimately get to this place. And honestly, what's the difference between a stripper and a bottle service girl? Not much, other than the fact that they probably have a pole and instead, just a table to operate on. Like, there's nothing really different. And also, when you're willingly signing up to be, an adult female dancer, like, there's a lot of pride that goes into that. And also at that game, it's not like they're setting up poles on the fucking hardwood at halftime and they're shaking their stuff and twerking. Like, no, it would be a respectful manner. I just think if you can have a trans night where you have to explain to your kid, why did that guy take away his wrench and give it away for a mitt? You can explain working class woman, and especially an establishment like Magic City that has embodied itself into the culture of not only the NBA, but the city of Atlanta. And you can't discount the wings, man. That's why we're here. We're there for the wings, and then the thighs come with it.
Yeah, I completely agree. I'm not even saying take away gay pride night, even though, like, I think the gays, and I talked to a gay guy that agrees with me, there's like too many, they get a month and then they get days, and each team does their own gay pride night. There's just a lot of gay shit.
Yeah.
That's fine. But if you're going to turn around and say, like, we can't celebrate ass and titties, and what's wrong with being naked, right? Like, oh, I have to tell my son, yes, son, let's hypothetically, if my 9-year-old son that had a ponytail and he's already vaping, we went to Atlanta Hawks game, Magic City night comes on the Jumbotron, and he's like, Dad, what is that? I basically have to explain to him, like, it's a place where you can get really good food and the women are naked. It sounds like the coolest thing ever. What's so bad about that?
And it's a place I can enjoy an afternoon and have a drink and just honestly get off the grid and just unthaw and be
get
myself.
Away from your. It's a place where I can get away from your mom.
Yeah, or just get away from reality. To be honest, some people like going on hikes. Some people do mushroom excursions. Some people like to go to strip clubs and just disappear for a little bit and unplug. And if that's what it takes, I just think you have so many different nights that could be argued one way or the other in society, and it's just all catered to an audience that is just forced on people. Why can't we have the other side of the spectrum and just celebrate straight dudes, maybe even some lesbians like dancers, of straight dudes just loving to get their shit bounced on for a price that can be negotiated? And what is what is the difference to me? I mean, it's all sex at the end of the day.
It is. And like, there's nothing wrong. And just the way a set of cheeks can clap to the same beat of a Future song that's 8 minutes long. Cause you told me they have they have different remixes of Future. Like they could play Future for an hour straight in there. Yeah. But like just seeing a pair of knockers bounce to the beat of a Future and DJ Esco song. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think, what's wrong with being naked? There's Naked and Afraid is what, 25 seasons?
Yeah.
They have All-Star now for that. They have the All-Star season. So all the top Naked and Afraid contestants are all competing in an all-star game. And
best wrenches, best tips.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's like, it's such a cuck move by the NBA.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's catering to an audience is what it is.
But what audience? Who's against this though?
You know who?
Subaru?
Of course.
But how are they for Pride Night is also you're celebrating love is love, but Pride Night also two dudes are 69ing. There's no way around that.
There's pride parades that are fully naked. There's one in
my town. There was a drag pride parade.
Yeah, like they can fully run around naked in Minneapolis. There's a pride 5K or 10K, and you go in there and everyone is wrench out, your mitts out, your bushes out, and you just run around naked. How is that any different and that's through the public city, man. Now this is still a sanctioned event where you have to willingly pay to, and if you don't want to bring your kid to Magic City Night, then don't bring it to Magic City Night. Maybe do an 18 plus, and it's just Magic City Night is for adults only. But if you can run around a city with your cock out and your mitt and your big bush that you don't want to shave because that's how you feel, so be it. But you shouldn't take away Magic City Night from a city like Atlanta. And the real people know, man, it's catering to an audience, and it's so politics are Hollywood and Hollywood's porn, man. It's just so gay.
Yeah, and also
it's so gay.
Also, what about why is there such a stigma on strippers? They're actually really fucking cool. They're cool chicks. They're down to earth, and like you said, they're signing up for that. And
especially at a place like that, they are. Because that's the epitome. That's a top dog, man. You could walk out of there with 10 racks in one night.
Yeah, canceling Magic City, that's where I draw the line with this woke shit that's going on. And also, you can also say it's a little bit racist because a lot of the strippers are women they have a tint to them. So it's like, what do I have to say about that? I mean, listen.
Yeah, they're IEANs, man.
I just think that at some point, there's got to be a shift in all this shit. Like we can't have Magic City Night, but we already hit the nail on the head. But yeah, it is very frustrating. And the strippers aren't stripping at the game.
No, they're not.
You know what I mean?
No, it's more so just like doing the collaboration with the merch and people, enjoying the wings, the lemon pepper Lou wings and having, the special Magic City honey BBQ. And then, there's going to be some strippers there, but they're not going to be dressed like they would be in the club, bro.
No. And the only difference is it's a strip club. There are women that are naked in there, but there's naked people everywhere. You go to Mountainside Fitness, there's naked people in the sauna.
Yeah.
People are naked, whether you like it or not. So that's a tough move. I can't wait to do a pod in there. So,
yeah, I know. We might have to go there right now and just be on Team Magic City with just, kind of just spilling our message is real. And most people can't handle real, but I know we're right on the right side of this thing. And it's unfortunate that things like this get shunned down by people that don't want it to happen, man. And the crowd that doesn't want it to happen.
It's crazy that you can't even be straight anymore.
No, it's hard. If
we're oppressed.
Yeah, if you're cutting the pie down, the old pie chart, like being a straight white man,
it's hard.
And you're not Jewish, man. That's 0.05.
It's fucking hard. I live it every day.
Yeah,
I go to the post office. People are shouting at me.
Yeah, man. It's tough out there, and I feel for the people at Atlanta, and especially just such a late cancel on that night. That sucks. It really does suck. And speaking of gay, just one more thing. I was in Telluride this past weekend skiing. It was gay week. This guy came up to me. Look, I got nothing wrong with gay dudes. I really don't. People might think I do. I don't. I do not have anything against gay people. I don't have anything against straight people. However, when you come up to me and approach me and you sexually try to, I don't know, bring something out of me. I don't even know the word, but this guy, I was there for 5 minutes, dude. And I'm sitting there at this place called Tracks. I just got my skis. I bring my own boots. And the guy comes up to me after I was talking to actually some HB3 fans, friends of Domino, by the way.
Shout out Domino, man.
These kids are coming to Philadelphia. Yeah, shout out to your manager. But yeah, so this dude comes up to me. He's got a fur coat on and he's got assless chaps, but he's got spandex underneath it. And he's like, put on these assless chaps. I go, no. And he goes, well, I got some denim ones. Do you want those? I go, I'm all set, fella. Like, I was talking to these kids and he's like, just interrupted us. I'm like, no. I mean, he's like, all you have to do is take off your pants. I go, huh? I'm not taking off my pants, dude. I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is. And I'm just looking at him. I'm just mean mugging him because I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? He's like, well, that sucks. Well, can you take your shirt off? I'm like,
what?
I'm like, no, dude, I'm not taking my shirt off. He's like, you don't want to put my fur jacket on? He had this like white fur jacket on. I'm like, dude, no, I don't want to. And he's like, all right. And he like totally walks away like he's the one that's offended.
What?
Wait,
where were you in Telluride? Like, is this at the bottom of the mountain?
Yeah, it's at the bottom of the mountain, right at the base of Mountain Village. I had just got my skis and I got my ski pass, and this guy approaches me as I'm talking to a couple fans, a couple good dudes from Philly, and he approaches me and just starts basically, I don't know, it was almost like a domestic.
He's like telling you to get naked.
He was telling me to get naked at 4:00 on a Thursday. And so I'm just supposed to accept that. Now I'm the rude one because I didn't agree to put assless chaps on, and
it's cold out.
A guy the fucking assless chaps. You want to see my fucking hairy ass? And then he's like, and then he asked me to take my shirt off. And like, so now you want to suck on my nipples? Like, are you out of this world, dude? Like, I should be able to like not put hands on you, but I should be able to say whatever the fuck I want to say at that point.
I think you should be able to put hands in a not in a gay way. Like, someone comes up to you that aggressively, like if he's in your space, maybe like a little like a push, but I don't know, because then you risk like that might turn him on and he might come at you even harder. It's like a mountain lion. You can't stare in the eyes. Yeah,
he's into that like dominatrix stuff. So, ooh, I like that. But yeah, dude, it was weird. He walked away. He was like offended that I was saying no to him. It's like, dude, I don't know. Maybe it was the mustache that gave him gay vibes, but I wouldn't think I really put that out. And then it was. And then he was like looking at me from a distance, like Todd from Wedding Crashers, like kind of
what?
Yeah, it was weird, dude.
I can't believe you got sexually assaulted at Telluride.
Yeah, I've never had a dude tell me to take my pants off before. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me either.
But
besides when I was getting a physical.
Yeah, that was heavy F1 on the puck.
Yeah, that's just not fair. I mean, but that's not all gay dudes. But
no,
we're just that to prove the point of like, as straight white males, we also have it hard too. Everybody has it hard, man. I don't like this whole thing where
everyone's hard.
Everyone has a boner.
Everyone's hard.
Chicks have boners now. I don't like this whole thing where it's like certain groups get free passes because they have it hard. It's life is hard.
That felt
everybody has it hard.
See, that felt like a free pass for him to say whatever he wanted to say to me, and that's not how the world works. Just because it's coming out, we can tell you right, doesn't give you a free pass to just go up to a random stranger and tell a guy to take his pants off. That's fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah, that is bullshit.
I wouldn't go up to a girl and be like, take your pants off. I would be in jail. Yeah. If the roles were reversed as a straight man and I went up to a chick and was like, yo, take your pants off. I want to see you in these assless chaps. Okay, no, take your shirt off. Dude, I would be questioned and I would probably be locked up.
Yeah.
Like,
you definitely need a lawyer. Yeah.
Just because I have a cock and you have a cock, you can say whatever you want to say to me. Fuck you.
You should have told him that.
Well, I was so stunned in the moment. I couldn't even process. I was mad.
Yeah. I mean, I
my guard was up.
Yeah.
Fuck.
A little bit of me would be
I was playing along with it, not playing along with it, but just like kind of like, hey, buddy, like get out of here. Then, hey, all right, enough. And then my eyebrows went down. Okay, now really get out of here. And then it took like the fourth or fifth time for him to finally realize he needs to turn around. It was weird, man.
Turn around, like walk away, not like turn around and
turn around and walk away, and then go talk to his buddies and call me an asshole.
I mean, if you get hit on by a gay guy, it can feel good for a second, but then if they're coming on to you like aggressively, that is not cool. Like that's like you said, you would never do that to a chick.
No,
I would never do that to a chick.
No.
Will I text you if I'm drunk and say, hey, are you naked? That's different.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna walk up to you in real life and demand you take your pants off.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a different kind of ball, dude.
How did you bounce back like quick after? You're like, all right, I'm just gonna go do a run, like, or
no? I just got there, so it was like 4:00 on Thursday, so I wasn't skiing that day. I was just like, all right, this is just a weird vibe here on coming out week. But
why is there coming out week?
I don't know, because they already get a month. Like, how many days do you need? Like, just because we got out of Black History Month, you need to overdo it, and now you need an entire week in Telluride.
We're gonna have to start. Let's have a coming out being straight.
Yeah.
Why do we have to come out anymore? No one cares. No one cares what you are. Be who you are. You shouldn't have to like come out. Listen, all the guys that fought me at Vietnam are basically dead.
Yep.
Those are the only guys that really cared if you were gay or straight.
Yeah.
So there shouldn't even be this thing where like you have to. And I have fucking gay family members. And
Same.
you shouldn't have to be like come out. It shouldn't be like that anymore. It's just like, yo, you are who you are.
Just come in.
Just come
in through the door. You don't have to come out.
Yeah, you don't have to hide yourself,
right? Like,
and then come out. But obviously, there's situations where, and listen, are we a couple white guys that live in Scottsdale? That's a bubble full of stingy white people. Yes. So I can't all the way relate to that shit.
Yeah.
But just be who the fuck you are. Like, you don't have to tell me to take my pants off and Telluride.
No, I think just the more attention you give something like coming out, the more it becomes a stigma. Like, dude, most people these days, especially people born from when we are in the early 90s to the 2000s, man, nobody cares who's gay and straight anymore.
No, they don't.
They don't.
So why
they really don't, man? Everyone is genuinely and willingly very accepting of all walks of people, and I think we've got to a pretty good spot these days. You're gonna always have the outliers. You will, man. That's baseball. If you're Billy Bean and you're a general manager, and you're an analytical team, there's always gonna be outliers. There's people that are extremely racist for no reason. There's gonna be people that are extremely sexist. They don't like gay people. That's just humanity, man. But I would say in that realm of majority, people don't care. People just want to play baseball.
People don't care. Yeah,
they don't care. They really, I'm telling you right now, nobody cares. Most people are so wrapped up in their own fucking head of this, whatever's going on in their life. They do not care about anything else.
Right.
And that's the reality.
That's why they shouldn't care that Magic City is celebrating a night full of beautiful women.
Yep.
Legs and thighs.
Seed oil filled wings.
Yeah, just barbecue.
Yep.
Lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper Lou, dude.
We might have to take a knee at NBA games during the anthem for what they did.
I would go to an NBA game tonight and take a kneel for Magic City. And I would put that on my mama. And
speaking of like how everyone has their shit going on, stuff like that, I almost got hit by a golf cart today.
Really?
By this raging bitch. I was walking on a golf course that was closed for maintenance, and for some reason, this lady was like cutting through on her because like in the community, people drive golf carts around.
Mm-hmm.
And I had my AirPods in. I was listening to Mal P. Shout out Mal P. Went to Mal P last minute. No one gives a fuck. That was also unbelievable.
Where was that
at? In Phoenix.
That's a warehouse where
it was outside at this park.
Oh, Jesus.
You want to talk about assless chaps? Oh my God. Everyone was naked there.
Yeah. A lot of face paint.
A lot of Molly water getting handed around.
Yep.
I didn't do any of that, but
that's the nice thing about people that are in that EDM industry is you just share drugs and you have no idea what you're getting, but everyone is sharing. It's a very sharing and caring environment.
Everybody is happy and having a good time. Is it because of narcotics? Yes.
Yes.
Everyone's getting along.
Is 80% of the population severely depressed when they are sober? Absolutely.
100%. I was the next day.
But that is why you get that dopamine hit of ketamine, acid, and a little bit of LSD.
Yeah, a little bit of Kelly, a little bit of Clarkson.
Yes.
Never hurt anybody. It's just about baseball and sex. But anyway, so I had my AirPods in, and she drove. She was obviously behind me driving down. I was walking on the cart path. Keep in mind, it's closed. Whizzed by me so close, and I felt a whoosh from the golf cart. And I look at the mirror, and she's shaking her head like this. Like she was pissed that I was walking on the cart path when nobody else was around. And she like, dude, it was so close. I actually yelled, "You fucking bitch," out at her.
Nice.
How miserable can you be? How fucking miserable. So I was worried about that all day. So I don't care if people were gay when I have people trying to run me over on a golf course.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say where I live, and please don't. Just the most miserable group of people in the world. So miserable.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens, man, when you're divorced or you're in your 60s as a woman.
I should have had you guess the demographic of who did that. Old white lady.
Yeah.
Just like shaking your head, just pissed off that I'm going on my morning walk on a closed area of the golf court. I don't even know why she was driving. But yeah, dude, anyway, I don't know where I was going with that besides like people have their own shit going on.
Getting old sucks.
Getting old?
Getting old sucks, man. Yeah, they get angry, they get ornery. That's a part of life.
I think that I've lived in a lot of places. I've never ran into a group more hostile than the older white women of Scottsdale. I mean, they are nightmares to be around.
Yep.
They're nasty.
Yep.
And they're fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I had a situation last week I tweeted about it at Whole Foods when I got a woman literally T-boned me with her cart on purpose. because she was just angry. It was like 3:00 on a Tuesday and she's just mad. I had a big paragraph. I tweeted about it, but I don't need to get into that. It's just the moral of the story is yeah, that's a dangerous demographic of people. Divorced women, white women in Scottsdale in their 60s with no wrench.
Yep.
It's a tough demographic because going to Whole Foods or going on that golf cart drive, that is the only thing. And I say this with all due respect, but I'm going to say something disrespectful after, of course. That's the only thing on their agenda all day. So when a little something that they can get mad at tweaks their brain, they expose that. So that was me in aisle 4 looking at cage-free granola. And she absolutely T-boned me in my midsection of my body. And it was on purpose. Like you can't tell me it wasn't. And I just laughed and I was like, are you... And you know what? I didn't say anything. I didn't call her a bitch. I just shook my head, kept getting my grass-fed, gluten-free granola, and I took down that whole bag that night because once you start on those bags of granola, you can't stop.
Yeah, they're addicting. But they're putting addicting shit in all the food in America.
Of course,
too.
man.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Bunch of shit in there. I had a cheeseburger at the NASCAR race that was so good. I couldn't fucking believe it. I don't know if it was just because I was so drunk, but
yeah,
I could not believe it. There's a 0% chance there's not addictive chemicals in there.
Did you guys go out after or no?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. We actually went to a couple different places, but we ended up in Global wearing do-rags, fast shades, and cut off t-shirts, and everybody in there was giving us dirty looks, but we had a really good time.
They let you guys in like that?
Yeah.
Usually maybe because it was a Sunday.
Yeah, I don't know. We kind of just said fuck you guys, we're coming in, and we went up to Thea. Everybody was a huge bitch. Actually, a couple of cool bartenders up there, but yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get kicked out. But it was
no kidding.
Time. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Yeah, we went out. It was just you got to go out after going to NASCAR. You know?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, next time that shit comes up, whether it's we can't do Talladega because we have our shows April 24th and 26th, 23rd and 25th.
24, 26.
24 and 26 in Philly and New York City. New York City sold out. We might get a bigger venue. We'll let you know. Philly tickets are still on sale. Helium Comedy Club, they're at homeby3.shop. But the next race that we can get out to, you gotta come with me. I know it didn't work out because you were out of town, but we'll do something cool.
Yeah, I want to go to my first, like I've been to St. Louis Motor Speedway, but that it's kind of underwhelming. I wasn't in the pit. I was for warm-ups, but I would love to go to Bristol, Tennessee. I don't know if Buddy races in that one, but it's the night race. It's the only night race in NASCAR. It's in the hills of Tennessee, like just outside of Chattanooga.
Yeah. I
would love to go to that one. And then obviously Talaferta's on the list. Daytona is another one I would, you know what I was eyeing up to is the Indy 500. And it's a different car, so it's not the same as NASCAR, but that is supposed to be an absolute rager.
Yeah.
They have like, it's a full-on disco biscuit fest in the infield. Like it's like Maupe or John Summey, like these guys that show up, or Diplo or whoever, Calvin Furta. Like it's crazy.
You know what kind of like, they were telling me that Talladega.
Indy 500.
Yeah, Talladega and obviously Daytona kicks off the year, so we missed that, but maybe next year. They were telling me that if I thought this one was cool, that I might never watch another sport again if I go to Daytona with that kind of access.
You should ask him if he races in Bristol at the night fight.
He's on the Nextel Cup Series or whatever it's called.
Yeah, there's 2 series, right?
Or NASCAR. There's a couple different ones. Yeah.
So
he's on the Top Dog one.
Okay, so yeah, that is Bristol. That's in like September. Sweet, dude. Night race? Are you kidding me?
We should go.
Fucking insane.
And one thing, and I know, we're talking about it a lot, but the one thing I really want to point out is how chill and cool the drivers are before the race. So I didn't know what their routine was. And that's the first thing I told him. I saw him, he came out of the hauler, which is his locker room. Like I said, I was like, yo, bro, I didn't know if you text guys on race day. Are you doing plyos? Are you playing sewer ball? Like, how are you preparing for the race? I know the deal with hockey guys, especially goalies. Like sometimes they don't really like to talk to you or whatever, but the NASCAR guys, just from my experience, they are just so chill right before they're about to go 200 miles an hour and risk their life. And there's a group in the driver's meeting before, which somehow we were in. They say like a prayer, like everyone says a prayer.
Yeah.
And just like, dear God, like, thank you for letting us be here and have a safe race, have a clean race. And everyone puts their head down and prays. But
it's similar to like bull riding in that sense. Those are like the crossover is pretty similar. Just like you got to do the cowboy prayer or the driver prayer before it. Then you go out there and you mix it up. I mean, really, dude, like what do you really have to prepare for? I mean, it's kind of just read and react, right? Like, I don't know. It's not like it's like hockey.
But you got to be.
You're like a really good Uber driver.
But you got to be dialed in for hours on end. Like, and everything that's going on. And they interact with the fans on the red carpet. They sign autographs and shit. I don't know. I just thought they were way more personable than other, and no shade to other athletes. They seemed way more personable and chill right before a massive race than I would have thought. Yeah. Which I thought was fucking really cool.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. Hockey is such a different animal. It's tough to compare.
It is tough to compare.
There's way more going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean?
I'm just saying with how dangerous hockey is dangerous too. But with how dangerous NASCAR was, I thought they would be like, I'm not talking to anybody before this.
Yeah. I guess maybe everyone's different too.
Yeah.
You got to prepare how you want to prepare.
Yeah. I guess maybe that's just Noah. I don't know, like chill, like dapping up MJ right before the race and shit.
For sure.
But yeah, I don't know, just something I noticed with NASCAR that was cool. So we got to get the UFC too. We got to do a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, we do. That's UFC. We got the World Baseball Classic coming up too.
Yeah.
Boys are going to be there.
Yeah, we're going down to the WBC.
The guy, the Maddie McClain was saying that game, that final is going to be nuts.
The baseball classic.
Yeah, he said it's going to be insane.
Who's gonna?
It's going to be like Venezuela, Venezuela, and I don't know, maybe like
Puerto Rico,
or I don't even know who else is like really that nasty.
Japan.
Is pretty good, but yeah, I would say like Puerto Rico, Venezuela. Oh, the Dominican. It'll be the Dominican and like Venezuela.
And those fans, they're gonna go full soccer probably, right? And just have like the yelling the whole time.
Vuvuzelas where you just blow into those things.
Yeah,
blowing.
Yeah,
vuvuzelas that's a different kind of fan.
Those were so annoying at the World Cup that one year.
Oh my god! World Cup is stateside this summer.
Yeah, LA.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's all over the place. Vancouver's got a spot. Kansas City, Missouri's got a spot. Yeah, there's games everywhere. It's nuts.
We should hit that.
Yeah, put it on the list. What else we got going on, dude? What else we got going on?
We got homebuy3.shop merch is shipping faster than ever. We had a kid that wanted us to sign it, and he said by the time that he emailed us requesting to sign the merch, he already got it. And also the merch is off site, so it's kind of tough for us to sign anything.
It's hard to sign stuff. Yeah, I was going to say now because the merch is handled by a third party. So that's tough. It's usually just got to come out to a show or maybe see us in person, or the odd chance we're down there at the fulfillment center. We can maybe do it, but it's kind of tough.
Yeah, it is a little bit hard. But the World Baseball Classic, actually, we're going to be boots on the ground. It all leads back to Miami somehow for us. In Miami, we're going to be at Muscle Beach again. We're going to be lifting. We're probably going to rent a couple Maseratis and just be ripping around down there. It's going to be cool to be down there for an event like that.
It's going to be sick. I've never experienced anything like a World Baseball Classic. To tell you the truth, I haven't really been watching much. I saw a couple tweets last night. Paulie Fertiskeens was absolutely dealing on the hill yesterday. But the one guy on Cincinnati, Dela Cruz, he's not playing in it. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah, he's like got contract negotiations right now, so he's not even playing. So I guess he's here in Scottsdale. You know the crazy thing about spring training and baseball, like you don't even know it's going on here.
Yeah,
there's like 15 parks here, man.
Yeah, there's a ton.
I don't see any of these guys anywhere. They're at the park every day. They play every day for 30 days straight. But you know what I mean? Like you don't see any of it. You don't see the buzz. Like I feel like you would see more people out and about. Maybe we're just hanging out in the wrong spots, but like, dude, I don't know. It's
in
weird.
Old Town where the Giants play, you see it. That's about it.
Yeah, a little bit.
Everywhere else is kind of like in obscure places like that. But I didn't know they were playing every single day. I still never been to a game.
Yeah, that was my first. I stayed for about 3 innings.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Maybe less. 3. No, I stayed for 3, I think.
Throw out the first pitch and leave.
But I was there early. Yeah. Oh, dude, you should have seen how hard the national anthem guy bombed. It was, I mean, thank God it was a spring training game, 1 p.m. on a Monday, but like forgot the words multiple times.
What?
And like we walked down together, like with the team service person once we got there, and he was a bigger fella. Not that matters, but I'm just trying to paint the picture for you. And you know, we're sitting there at like 12:40, 12:45 on the field. He's going to do the anthem at 12:56. and he's like reciting all of his lines. I'm like, oh God, this guy's nervous. He's like got the mic in his phone, but the mic's not on. He's like going into it. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like throwing the ball and I'm chirping Francona and all these guys. And then he gets up there and it was sad. He bombed it twice. And then like, it was so bad where, you're sitting there. The guys are like on the third baseline. They're like all like looking at each other like, Jesus Christ, like when's this guy going to wrap this thing up? And even Francona, like, Francona was trying to keep a straight face, but he's like fucking spitting out his red man. And like, it was tough, but you know what? I think it was only a part-time gig for this guy. I think he was like a school teacher or something, but yeah, it was, that's always tough. I was like, dude, just give me the mic. Like,
you could do it. It can't be that hard.
No, like, and if you don't like, the biggest thing about the national anthem is if you don't know the words, just make up some words. Just stay on the same kind of tone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and people, they won't really realize it.
No one really knows it anyway. It's like the bombs were bursting in the air and then the flag was still there.
Yeah.
Like, whatever, dude. Just
like gay, like instead of like gave proof, it's just like gay proof, like through the night, and you could just say like through the chin.
Yeah, like we were riding through the night.
Yeah,
thank God our fucking
say can you Ferda? Like no one really knows, man.
Everyone's drunk, man.
No one knows. As long as you just stay on that beat and that melody, it doesn't matter. Like people fuck it up all the time.
Wait, "Oh Say Can You See" is the anthem? I thought that was the spark. Wait,
what's
the difference between the Star Spangled Banner and the national anthem?
Other than the fact that they're two different songs.
Yeah, which one's which?
What?
The "Oh Say Can You See" is the national anthem.
That's a Star Spangled, yeah, the anthem. And then you have "God Bless America." God bless America.
What's the one in school? Oh, the Pledge of Allegiance. What's that one? Why is there so many? There's a whole album.
Yeah, they have a mixtape, man. It was like Now. I think that was Now One. Was those 3 songs?
So the one they say before sports games, and I should know this because I was just at NASCAR.
Star Spangled.
Star Spangled is what they sing before the game.
Yeah, national anthem. Yeah, but you can say anything.
You just wing it. Yeah.
Dude, I would freestyle that shit. Like, what was that? Well, that was my remix.
Would you try to do that?
Yeah, that was my remix. That was actually me and John Summit came up with that.
Our chin was still there. Yeah. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad though, because it doesn't matter.
No.
Whether you sing a good anthem or a bad anthem, it's almost better to have a bad anthem.
Yeah, and like instead of the rockets bursting in air and the rockets fucking getting horny.
Just drop M-bombs during it like a wedding singer.
Yeah.
Can you fucking see?
Yeah. That's always classic. That would be my goal. I don't know if you know the Dan Band, but the Dan Band is the guy that's in all those movies. Like he sings Candy Shop and Step Brothers. He's in all those movies. But I looked at actually hiring him for a party, but he's a steep price.
Probably, yeah. He goes, "I'll take you to the fucking candy shop," and he goes,
"I'll let you fucking lick the lollipop."
And then he like grabs his nipples.
Yeah.
Singing is hard, man. Like there's not many people that are actually good singers. There's probably like 20 people in the country that could actually sing.
I mean, most people that are even famous singers aren't that good live. They got that auto tune, like they're hanging out with T-Pain.
T-Pain's actually good though. You ever hear him without the tune?
I've seen him once. Yeah, I've seen him once. I was high, but I've seen him once.
That's the good thing about music too. When you do a concert, the whole crowd's just high and drunk. So most people can't tell anyway.
No, you can't. You can't tell anything.
But T-Pain is good without auto tune. I saw a video of him singing without the tune. He's good, man.
He's good.
Yeah, he's solid.
Yeah, I forget why he opened up for someone I saw. Fuck, it's been a bit. Auto Chin, yeah.
Also, we're gonna go over to the Chin Club here very shortly, and we do that live. It's patreon.com/home-by-3. I think it's like $5 a month. Should be more than that, but we do an extra episode for you guys. And I think the topic this week, if I remember correctly, was when's the last time you were scared?
Ooh.
And we're not talking about Sunday scaries. Like when were you legitimately scared?
Yeah.
So that's the topic, and you guys write it in.
Scared of being a nobody.
When's the last time you were scared?
I don't know.
I'm trying to think too. Like not hungover.
Like actually scared?
Yeah, like I'm trying to think.
I don't know. It's been a few years, I think.
I had a guy approach me, and I'm not going to say what kind of guy, but I was at a gas station. I was putting in gas very, very early in the morning, driving to Vegas, and the guy was beelining it right towards me. And I got a little bit of, I thought he was going to walk up to me and and do something to me.
Yeah.
But he did it. He just walked. He breezed by me and kept walking. It was like into one of those ghetto gas stations. It was AM, PM. You know those.
Yeah.
Ones? Those
Yeah.
bad.
That's a tough one.
Those
Yeah.
are
That's
bad.
like a South Phoenix Circle K. Those guys, though, like there's a split second in their head that they're probably thinking about doing something, and then it's like the devil on one shoulder and then the angel on the other, and somehow the angel steps in and he doesn't harm you. There's a reason why he's beelining at you. Number one, he's extremely high on crack.
Yes.
But number two, he sees you and he sees it as an opportunity, and for whatever reason, that split second, those decisions get made, and he tails off.
Yeah, and I kind of stood my ground too. Like I pointed my chin directly at his chin.
Yeah,
like I didn't want to back down.
Mm-hmm.
I also was trying to keep my eyes on him because I didn't want to look away and he jumps me from the bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that.
When you're dealing with a crackhead at a gas station like that, they always say it's similar to a mountain lion, seeing a mountain lion like out in the wild. Like you just got to stand strong and do not run and do not panic.
Assert your dominance. Like remember, like this guy doesn't even have a home. He's a pussy.
Yep. Yeah. He's never owned anything but his own cock.
How about the crowd of people that feel bad for homeless people? You ever see that? I saw a video the other day of a lady. She was like in Philadelphia on Crackhead Row on Fentanyl Street, and the homeless lady like attacked her. It's like, yeah, well, why these aren't just like innocent people who got dealt a bad card? Did some of them get dealt a 12? Yes, but a lot of these people want to be there because they're doing crack on the street.
Yeah,
and they exhausted all their options, and everyone. They're not just like these little, nice stuffed animal people. These are most of the time they're really bad people. So I don't get that homeless sympathizer crowd.
No, I mean, like I said, especially in Scottsdale and places like this, some of the richest homeless people in the world live here. There's a guy that just on the other side of the block. He has 2 phones and he's homeless. Mm-hmm. How do you have 2 phones and how do you have the portable charger? I didn't even have that until like 2 weeks ago in Europe. Like, how do you have that portable charger, dude? Like you're living pretty lavish, man.
Yeah.
You're wearing you got a Calvin Klein white tee on, like that MSRP is at least like $34, and like you're getting your stuff dry cleaned.
Yeah, and they have Bass Pro Shop tents now in the summer here, and they got umbrellas and stuff, and like they have like misters that are coming down. Like, yeah, we've talked about that before, but
they're living good, dude.
They are
real good.
That scared me. I'm trying to. I don't know what else has scared me. I don't know, but that's a topic on Patreon. We're gonna switch over to that in just a couple of minutes here.
Yeah.
I don't know if we
Chicago tomorrow. Plan for the week is Thursday, Friday on the Yak. We are going to be doing games 1 and 2 of the Chug Off. I refuse to call it the Yug Off. It's a Chug Off, and it's going to be Data Beers and his partner that they need to submit as soon as they can.
Yeah,
Bob Gucci at 93-1. That is going to be this week. Thursday, Friday. Also, we're going to be doing some streaming with them for college hoops. We're out of there on Saturday, and then the World Baseball Classic final is on Tuesday, I believe, in Dade County, Miami. So be on the lookout for things like that. Everything HB3. Again, I'm sure we'll do another episode later in the week, probably live from Barstool, because Big Cat said we could do one in one of their studios, which is nice of them.
Yeah, we should do that. If we do go live from Barstool, get that fucking chat fired up.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna go over the Chin Club now, fella. Again, homebuy3.shop, all the latest merch, new merch in the works. Philadelphia Helium Comedy Club, April 24th, 9:30 off the Chin. That is local standard. And then still working through some different things, but yeah, that's kind of what we got on the slate, folks. Also, I think this week we are going to drop our latest behind the chin vlog of Italy. So maybe a trailer today or tomorrow, and then followed by the footage of just what we kind of got up to over in Milano, Livigno, some cool stuff in there. So I know YouTube shadow access on all those videos, but be on the lookout for that. Like, subscribe, send it to YouPorn, UJizz, all those good places. I think that's all we got, man.
Yeah, I think that's it. All right, guys, we're switching over to patreon.com/homebuy3 for the extra bonus coverage. All right. And we are out of here. Adios.